So I just want to show you something. This is a scorecard, and if you look closely, there is a simple player marker and there's a place to write your score. Nowhere on this scorecard does it have a description box or a picture box. So we don't need to describe how we achieve the score. We don't have to paint a picture or show a video of how we achieve the score. The only thing that matters in golf is putting the lowest number you can in these boxes. So with that in mind, I'm going to make this video, and this video is about how to lower your score, specifically how you can break 90. But this can apply to all sorts of levels with just some little adaptations. So I'm going to give you multiple tips and things you can do that's going to help you lower your score. None of them involve a swing change whatsoever. There is no swing change in this video. If you're looking for swing change videos, there's plenty out there. But this video is about the stuff that really matters. Let's lower your score. Think about your last 5 or 6 rounds. Have you been lowering your score, or have you been sort of underperforming? And if you can do these things that I say in this video, I know it's going to help you lower your score. So sit back and relax and do these things, implement them. They're all easy, they're all simple. None of them involve a swing change, and I know it's going to have a dramatic effect on your golf game. A great strategy to help break 90 is the 7 out of 10 rule, and I've made many videos where I've talked about the 7 out of 10 rule. If you haven't seen it, what it basically means is I want you to hit the shot that you know you can hit 7 out of 10 times. So if you can only make the shot 3 out of 10, that means you're going to get 3 good results. But it also means you're going to get 7 bad results. So 7 bad results is the doubles and beyond. I want you to hit a shot that I know you can hit at least 7 out of 10, maybe higher. And this one here is a classic example. It's 288 metre par 4 dogleg left, which is about 320 yards. So the pin, or the green, which is drivable for some people, is basically straight over the top of these trees. And I see so many average golfers say, oh, I can get it up that high. Yeah, they can. 3 out of 10. 7 out of 10 they won't, and they're going to spear it straight in the trees, and a double and greater beckons. So this is not a long hole. It should be a very simple hole that you can make a bogey, and if you get it right, you might even be able to make a par. But we're not going to search for the par. We're not striving for the par. All we're going to do is try and make bogey. So instead of hitting the driver, which is a 3 out of 10 shot, we'll get rid of that. Hit an iron up to the right. So there's a big grey tree in the distance. I'm just going to hit my 5-iron up here, because if we think about it, 320 yards divided by 2 is 160. So you could hit 2 shots of 160 and you're going to be on the green. Now, I'm not going to really try that, but I could even hit a fairway wood if I wanted to, or a hybrid at that ghost gum, but I'm just going to hit an iron just to show you how easy it is. I'm not even going to hit it full. As it is, I just hit it a little left. It's fine. There's plenty of room up there. Now I've got the whole shot to bits because my tee shot is in play. If we can use this 7 out of 10 strategy all the way around the golf course, so every single shot you come to, ask yourself, is this a 7 out of 10? Or even better, say to yourself, what would I like to do? Well, I'd like to hit one over the trees and bomb it up there and have a little wedge in and maybe make birdie. But the next question is, what can you do? And what can you do 7 out of 10 times? So if you take that decision and hit the 7 out of 10 on every single shot, you're going to virtually eliminate those doubles plus. You're not guaranteeing a good shot. You will hit bad shots, but at least you're giving yourself the best chance. So that 7 out of 10 strategy is just really, really critical. So of course, another way of lowering your score is just making sure that you can start the ball on the right line when you're on the putting surface, particularly when you are on a green like this one that has a lot of slope. This one slopes from right to left. So I've made videos before about the Callaway triple track. I've got a Mizuno ball here and I've got my own customized version of it. There's a little template you can get online, and you can use whatever colors you want. So it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to use these lines on the golf ball to try and help start the ball on the correct line, because if we can start it on the correct line, we're giving ourselves the best chance of getting it close. We need to hit the right pace, but on a severe breaking putt like this one, it really does help. Okay, so I've set this out to the right, a long way out to the right. This is a very big breaking right to left putt. I just aim everything parallel to that. I don't look at the flag anymore. Hit it at the right speed. And you can see the ball breaking a long way right to left, and that's come up a couple of feet short, but it's given me the best chance of starting it on the right line. If I hadn't have done that with the lines, I probably would have missed to the left. So use the lines on the golf ball. You're giving everyone else an advantage if you don't. So another strategy for breaking 90 is avoid your deficiencies. So if you have a deficiency in bunker shots, you need to do everything you can to avoid bunker shots, because if you get into a bunker, it might take you 2 shots to get out. If you're good and proficient out of bunkers, it'll take you 1 shot to get out. But if you are deficient in that area, you just don't want to get in bunkers. By all means, when you're not playing golf, get some lessons, practice, get better out of bunkers. But until you can get the ball out every time, when you're on the golf course, the strategy is let's avoid the bunker. So this is a 135 meter par 3. Add 10%, you get yards. There's bunkers left and bunkers right. What I would suggest you do is you don't even attempt to get this ball on the putting surface. All you need to do is hit it short of the green with a club that under no circumstances can you get the ball in the bunker. So that's going to get you within 20 yards or so of the green. Knock it on, 2 putt, and who knows, you might even hit it close and get it and make 3. But by getting in the bunker, if you're averaging 2 shots to get out of a bunker, that's just adding a score. You hit it in, 2 shots to get out, 2 putts, you've had 5. Using the strategy of let's take the bunker out of play, hit it short, get it on, you might make 3, but it's an easy 4 pretty much every time. So that is a great strategy that you do. And as I said, if your bunkers are your weaknesses, work on them. Do as much as you can to get proficient at it. Then you can try and get on the green. Once there's no fear in bunkers, you're okay. And of course, the other strategy is stop chasing birdies. By chasing the birdie, you bring big scores into play. So this is a 135 meter, 148 yard par 3. People are saying, gee, this is only a 7 iron, maybe a 6 iron. I can get it on here and I can get a birdie. But the problem with that is, by doing that, you bring the bunkers into play. And if you're not good out of bunkers, like I said with the earlier tip, and you're averaging 2 shots to get out of a bunker, that's just adding to your score. So sure, some of the time you will be able to get the ball on the green. You might even make birdie. But how many times out of 10 is that going to happen? It could be 3, which means 7 out of 10 you're going to finish in the bunker, and you're going to have a double bogey. So stop chasing the birdie, get the bogey. Bogey every hole, you shoot 90. Bogey 17 holes and have a par, you shoot 89. Par 72 hole, of course. But it's just a simple strategy. Just get up there and just avoid trying to do it. So I think the great strategy here is, if you're deficient in bunkers, play a shot that's going to make you leave it short of the green without any problem whatsoever. Straight at it, but it's short. Easy shot into the green. So here's where my ball is finished, nowhere near the bunker. Simple little chip shot. And there it goes. It's probably 10 feet, something like that. So I've chipped it up to here, 3, 6, 9, about 10 feet from the hole. So I'm hopeful that I can get this putt. I'm not expecting it to, but it'd be good if I did. As it turns out, I did. Easy par, but I didn't try and make birdie. I didn't get in the bunkers. It's just such a simple thing to do, and I did make par. Worst case scenario is I miss, I two putt. That is the most stress-free bogey you're going to have. Apply this logic all the way, you're going to get better. And of course, when you do find yourself in trouble, and you will, we all hit bad shots, and bad shots do sometimes finish in trouble. What we don't want to do is follow up a bad shot with a bad decision. So most people in this circumstance would say, oh, here's the ball. Oh, look at the gap in the branch there between the two trees. There's a lot of leaves. Yeah, I can do that. You might be able to. Can you do this 7 out of 10 times? So we get back to the 7 out of 10 rule. And I'm just going to say that it depends on your skill level, but if you're trying to break 90, do not attempt that shot, because we're about 120 meters from the green here. So it's unlikely you're going to be able to get this on the green, because you not only have to hit it low and through a precise gap, you've got to hook it. I don't think Seve could probably get this on the green, and he's one of the greatest escape artists of all time. So if Seve can't do it, how are you going to do it? So what is much better? From here, you just got to think, well, can I get the ball on in 2 shots? So sometimes, even if you go backwards, it's a better strategy, even though you're losing distance, but at least you're going to have a swing on it, a swing at it. If you go this way, anything could happen. So fortunately, in this circumstance, there's a big gap out here. Don't try and cut it too fine. Just get it out onto the fairway so that you can hit your wedge with your next shot. Pretty easy. That's in the middle of the fairway. I've now got something like a sand wedge into the green. I can get that one on the green. 2 putts, bogey. If I go here, it could hit the tree and bounce into that, in which case I'm going to have lots. It might hit a tree here and ricochet anywhere. It might also come out, and guess what? Instead of a sand wedge, I'm probably going to have a lob wedge. Where's the gain, really? I cannot get it on the green if I get too aggressive. So, when you're in trouble, make sure that the bad shot has only cost you 1 shot. Don't follow up a bad shot with a really bad decision. That's going to eliminate double and beyond, and that will very much lower your score. Okay, so from 50 yards, just get it on the green. Don't worry about how close it is. The pin's up the back here. If we attack the flag, we might go over the back. That's going to make it a tough chip. Just get the ball on the putting surface. I don't really care how you do it. I'll take just my sand wedge. Anywhere on the green from here is functional. So that's landed there, gone in, sort of middle of the green. Much, much easier to do it. So the other alternative is just get your hybrid or your 2-iron, doesn't really matter. Just run it along the ground. There it goes, just rolling along. Anywhere on the green gives you a chance. The beauty of rolling along the ground, you won't miss it left or right. It's just a case of getting the right length. So from 50 yards, get it on the green. Wow, there's a bunker here. Geez, I don't want to hit it in the bunker. If I hit it in the bunker, that's going to be terrible. So, gee, I don't want to hit it over the back either. That type of conversation is something that regularly occurs. And I think that's where we start to go wrong. So that conversation was about what you don't want to do. It's a bit like if I say, whatever you do, do not think of a pink elephant. You all just thought of a pink elephant. So if I say, I don't want to hit in the bunker, I'm just increasing my chances of hitting the ball in the bunker. If I say, I don't want to hit it over the back, I'm increasing my chances of hitting it over the back, or I'll double cross myself and I'll make sure I don't hit it over the back by hitting short. Neither of those are good. I would much prefer to say, I've got a lob wedge. This isn't a long shot. I'm going to hit the ball up in the air and I'm going to try and land it in the middle of the green. I don't really care where it finishes, even if it rolls over the back, that's okay. If I go slightly over the back, I'm going to be putting it. But I'm not going to think I'm going to go over the back. I'm going to think I'm going to hit this shot and I'm going to land this in the middle of that green. So I hit the shot, the ball landed a fraction further than the middle of the green, but that's probably about 2.5 paces from the flag. I played it okay, but I've got to putt it with my next one. So always try and focus on what you want to do, not on what you don't want to do. And if you can stay focused on what you want to do, you're going to do that many more times. Jeez. I've got a good round going. This is the last hole. I'm about 165 from the flag. If I can make 4, I'm going to shoot 88. That's my best score ever. I think I'll make sure and I'll hit my hybrid. Found yourself thinking like that? I know we all do. What we must do is we must stick to the game plan no matter what our score is. So the game plan is bogey every hole. So I'm on target to have 89 as long as I can have a bogey on this hole. Sure, I'm 165 from the flag and I might be able to get the ball on the green. But if I'm a 90 shooter from here, I'm probably only going to make it on the green 1, 2 or 3 times out of 10, which means on other occasions I'm not going to be. And if we leave it short, that's okay, we're in no trouble. If we hit it slightly right, that's okay, no trouble. But if I hit a good shot and I hit it left, I'm in a deep cavernous bunker that I don't think anyone really wants to get into. Even a golf pro wouldn't be enjoying that bunker shot. It's a very steep lip. Now they can play it, they don't fear it, but they wouldn't be enjoying it. So I think that the biggest problem is people change their game plan based on their emotions, how they feel, what their score is. We have to really stick with our game plan. So the game plan was to have a bogey. I want to hit it anywhere up there that will not get me into that bunker. So I'm probably going to hit a shot that makes me finish about 140, 145. So if I do that, I've just got a simple little either chip, depending on where it finishes. It's either a chip up the hill to the flag, or it might even, if I hit it a bit left, I have to hit it over the bunker, but that's still, there's plenty of room up there. Or if I hit it right, I might even be able to putt it or hit a little hybrid, but it gives me more options. If I hit the hybrid or have a go at getting on the green with whatever club, and I finish in that bunker, the chances of me making 5 have diminished. So whatever you do, make sure that no matter what the situation, have the mental toughness to stick to the game plan. Because I'll tell you, most golfers don't. And if you can stick to that game plan all the way through, you're going to give yourself the best chance of having your best score ever. Okay, so that's up there about 6 feet from the flag. I stuck to my game plan. I've now got a putt for a par. By taking that bunker out of play, I'm still giving myself a chance at the par, but I've got a very simple bogey. So there's a number of things that you can do that are going to help you to break 90. And with a little bit of adaptation, it's really going to help you to get down more into the mid 80s without changing your golf swing, and that's the key. I'm all about changing your score, not your golf swing. I do change golf swings where necessary, but most of the time it's not necessary. Do those things, you're going to lower your score, not by having more pars and birdies, but by having less doubles, triples, quadruples.